What is happening, y'all? Welcome back to some more Magic the Gathering. So we're going to be polishing up the demon deck that we got going last time. Where we left off, things were looking pretty good. So very creature heavy. We are running some Dark Ritual, and we had considered going heavier into Urza's Incubator. Prior to that, instead, we were doing more with Dream Devourer and kind of working with him and the Foretell cost, which is nice, but at the same time, I'm not completely sold on it because, you know, it's like best case, I drop Dream Devourer on turn 2. Turn 3, I would Foretell a, you know, whatever, drop, well, if I want to get something big out, I'd Foretell like a Be'lakor. And then on turn 4, I can play Be'lakor, which is nice, you know. But the big problem is if people just straight up kill Dream Devourer, that whole strat stops. Going for Urza's Incubator could accomplish the same thing. I get to turn 3, I drop Urza's Incubator. I get to turn 4, and I'm dropping out my Be'lakor without having to worry about, you know, foretelling it out, without having to worry about Dream Devourer dying. So I think fitting both of them in is probably going to be the play. Besides that, we got Unholy Annex for some draw power. I did drop out a couple of the other 40k demons, but I think 2 Be'lakor is still the way. We got 1 Bloodletter. I might go up on him. I'm not entirely sure. Unclean 1 has treated me well, so we're 2 on him, 2 on Grizzlebrand, 4 on Herald, because, you know, Herald with the 2 less to cast is obviously really nice. Lord of Change I pumped up. Xander I went up to 2. Rakdos I kept at 1, just since I can't reduce his cost. I'm still not sure if I'm sold on him, because he needs to swing to actually see value. And then Raphael I'm also not sure, because he's a... On the other hand, he does buff every demon, and he gives them lifelink. So he's like an immediate either... You know, either you take him out, or he's gonna make the whole everything pop off. But I don't know. I might drop him for a different demon setup. I'm not completely best demons. Let me see. This list had a lot of like stuff that's good synergy with demons. Let me see if there's something I'd want instead of him. Raphael, there's Showstopper, but the 50-50 on him I'm not completely sold with. Kalia, but I would need to work white in. Got Herald. I had Ancient Cellar Spawn, but I don't think he's as good as Herald. If you cast a spell, the amount of mana value cast, less than mana value, target loses life. I mean, there's definitely some value in that. But I think Herald is just better outright. Whenever 1 or more demons you control attacks a player, draw a card, lose 1 life. At the beginning of your end step, create a 5/5 black demon creature token. Flying, then mill. Eh. I could go Liliana's, but I think things are too slow for her. I'm trying to win, not get out 4 demons. We had Ob Nixilis, which, I mean, I'd like him. I mean, I could potentially put him in place of Raphael. But we'll see. For now, at least, I have nobody online to do regular matches with, so we're just gonna match this up against a different deck, and we'll get some practice runs in with it. We'll see how it works in the playtest. Let's see. Let's have it go against, I think maybe Allies. Allies would be a fun one to match up against because they can get out of control very quickly. Got Xander, Dark Ritual, Lake of the Dead, Xander's Lounge. So 3 mana and a Dark Ritual. Yeah, I could probably work with that. It's not the best hand, but Courtyard and Druids and Seamaster, yeah, it's really strong. Alright, let's see. Coin toss. Let's do the coin toss. Heads, demons will start. Let's see. Heads. Alright, so I have no 1-drop, so we'll go Xander's. We'll toss that out and turn over here. Probably get a Courtyard out. Get Free Blade out onto the board and turn. For the 2, FIL Fiendish Savior. You're 5. Can't get you out. We get Raphael out on turn 3. Xander on turn 4. Let's get Blood Crypt. I'll have that come out tapped and do nothing. Over here. That's right, he gets a counter. Over here I would get another Courtyard. Tap both to get Harabaz out. Hit for 1 and turn. Alright. Play 3. Could I pull this off? Could I do Xander on turn 3? No, I'd have 5. Let me see something on Lake of the Dead. Because it's a swamp mountain. I have to sacrifice a swamp. Yeah, I guess anything that has swamp on it would count. Card games in console. Going backwards? What do you mean? Get out the swamp. Puts me at 3. Would I go for the Dark Ritual here just to get it out? Probably. I mean, Xander would be, if I can wait 1 turn, I could get Xander out instead. Yeah. Alright, so I'd probably tap. I'd get this guy out. Step. Control Demon. I would draw a card from that coming in. Lose 2 life, I think. Yeah. Over here. A bunch of Worldly Tutors. I'd probably... Getting the draw power out. Alright, I'd tap you to get another Druid out. I would have attacked last turn, so you would actually be down 2. This would have had a counter, and it had another counter. I would have tapped to play that one. No, I wouldn't. I would tap these to play that one. And then I'd generate 2 mana. I'd probably double Worldly Tutor. Just to yank out something that's going to pop off. Morphon. Yeah, getting an early Morphon would be huge. So... And a Cleric is always big, so let's go to the Cleric, and I'd also do Morphon. And close there. I'd have Hada swing for 3. Portfolio link on Discord? Sure. Let's see. We need to make stuff happen here. So Xander, I'd want to come out here. I would need a 4th land out, so we're going to have to pay 2 for the Blood Crypt. I'd do that to add the 3 mana, and then 1, 2, 3. So I'd tap everything, get Xander out. Discards half the cards in hand, rounded down. I would discard that guy. Half the cards rounded down. Whenever he attacks, they mill half their library whenever he dies. Alright, still, it's a big play. That's 6/6. Then I would draw a card, gain 2 life. They would lose 2 life. Is that how that works? I always read this card wrong. You control a demon, each opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life. Yeah. Alright, so this deck is going to have to pop off pretty hard here. We got Morphon out. I would tap, 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 or Morphon would come out. Morphon enters, choose a creature type, obviously allies. Spells of the chosen type you cast cost less. This effect only reduces the amount of colored mana. All of the creatures are going to get +1/+1. And then Hada would get another counter. And I wouldn't be able to swing immediately, but that would be okay. I'd probably just chill with Hada at 4. Morphon being out is big. Because either he gets attacked or he's a force to be reckoned with immediately. Every holiday time, I swear I'm addicted to these shits, but Ghirardelli peppermint bark chocolate squares. Yeah, you gotta be real careful about buying candy when you go out. It's that time of the year, man. Shit gets addictive. All right. Here. That's right. I should have used you. I'd probably go Abby, get that out. I'd tap 5 to play Raphael. That would make him a 7. And then I'd swing. I'd swing for a 7 lifelink. Considering how big a threat that is, I would likely block with Morphon and Hada. This attacks half their library rounded down. So that would be what, 24 cards? Oh, what is that command? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Alright, I would block that. Morphon would die. Dies target opponent, rounds half their non-land permanents they control rounded down. He would die. Half my non-land permanents. I'd also sacrifice probably Hada, because I need the mana. Sacrifice that. This would draw a new card. Gain 2 health. Fuck. This would lose 2 health. Yeah, that's a big case for Raphael, because things were looking really bad. Raphael hitting the board, that lifelink immediately changed things around. What would I do here? Things are not good. 5/5 human creatures with indestructible. It's still a planeswalker. I would tap both and tap. I'd get Seagate Lore Master out. Doesn't have any immediate board impact. Blue. Actually, I'd go blue, green. I'd tap that too. That way I could play Worldly Tutor. I would view the library, and I need somebody that can. I need fucking healing bad, dude. Do I have an undo left? I don't. That's not good. What? I need something that can shut down 4/4. Hang on. I might be able to pull out Drana and then buff her with him. I'll do that. At least Drana would... No, I don't know. Is Drana what I want? I would have milled so much. What could I yank out with Worldly Shuffle to save the ally deck at this point? Couldn't mill. I think Drana might be the best bet. Bira has potential. Yeah, Drana is my only real bet. Okay. Next turn over here. These are not looking fucking good, dude. I've already hit my curve. I can do whatever. So let's put out another Xander's Lounge. Come into play tapped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would tap 3 to get out Urza's Incubator. Choose demons as the chosen type. You don't count as a demon, so this turn I would draw a card and lose 2. He's gonna attack for 4/4. Beginning of each end step, if a creature was put into the graveyard from anywhere this turn, create a Roam 1 devil creature. I get a devil token. Yeah, if the creature was put into your graveyard from anywhere, yeah. So I get the devil out. And then I would... He would actually be a 2/2, so I'd swing with both. So 4/4 and then a 2/2 lifelink. I'd block the 2/2. He would get healing. I would take 4 over here. Alright, tap him, draw. Look. Exile number of creatures control. We would get a Spara would come out tapped. I would tap to generate 3 white, tap to generate 3 black. I'd get Drana on out. No, first I would, hang on. 3 white, 3 black. I would then put out that. It gives me 1 white mana left. 3 black. I would get out Drana. He would get a counter. Get a bunch of devils for the milled card from Xander and the sacrifice. Yeah. I'll get another counter, and then I have only 1 mana left. No, hang on. I did this wrong. So, I already tapped him. I would tap you to generate 3 mana. With that mana, I would play Gazandu Blademaster for 1/2. I'd have 1 mana floating. I would then generate 4 black. That would get you out. You would gain a counter. I would have 1 black mana floating. Tap those last 2 to get out. You do it. 1 mana of any color. No, hang on. I could do it. I did to play him in reverse order. So I would need to tap to create the 3 black. Put her out. Tap to create 4 white. Get him out. Tap to get Kazandu out. And then I would they're gonna probably swing for Gideon, so I would add a loyalty counter, turn him into a 5/5 ally. This would still get a counter on it. And I would end turn there, not looking all that good. When did Dragon talk about taking priority? You didn't visit Rise of the Ronin? Tom, I did visit Rise of the Ronin. I put like 25, almost 30 hours into Rise of the Ronin. I just didn't enjoy it. Like, I really... Bro, I tried playing Rise of the Ronin 3 separate times. I tried it for my initial series. Had like 9 episodes recorded and was like, man, this is just not doing it for me. And dropped it. was talking to some other friends and they were like, no, it's really chill to play on your own. So then I tried just like playing it laying in bed, and I enjoyed it a little more, but I was mainly just like skipping cutscenes and focusing on combat and exploration, but still didn't quite excite me. And then we tried to play it on stream after we got through Dragon's Dogma, and still just didn't. I think it's just I think it's the world design. It felt like I was just going down a checklist too much in it. You know how like in Assassin's Creed you're like, okay, gotta go here and do this, gotta go here and do this, gotta go here and do this, and it's like you're going through the motions. That's how it felt playing Rise of the Ronin for me. It just didn't draw me in. I didn't feel all that invested. I felt like, oh, I gotta go here and get the weapon, I gotta go here and get a new style, I gotta go here and get this, and hey, you get a bunch of devils for the mill card from Xander and then sacrificed. So no, so Xander, so when Xander dies, when he dies, target opponent sacrifices half the non-land permanents they control rounded down, which was, it would have been the one creature that died. His thing is, at the beginning of each end step, if a creature was put into a graveyard from anywhere this turn, create a 1/1 red devil. I don't think that procs multiple times, but either way, it's if a creature was put into your graveyard, and Xander was the only one that died. So my graveyard only got one creature, hence I only got the one devil token. Let me remove a counter and just set you to 2/2. Make it easier to keep track of you. Alright, over here though, demons would be pretty fucking stacked up at this point. Would not be very confident in my potential to survive. Well, survive over here. I'd probably... Let me... so I can see notifications. I can't see what that was. Ah, JA has become a booty warrior. The Great Booty Nation. I'd pay the 1 life. Sacrifice that. View library. Do I want a Badlands? Now let me get some blue mana out. Let's get the Underground Sea out. Underground Sea would come out. And then I would... Irish Rise would have been better. You can walk away from a bad game. Walking out of a disappointing game is hard. Yeah, that was crazy. People were like, you're fucking being paid to not like it. Like, dude, I am probably the biggest fucking Neo simp. Neo 2 is like my favorite Souls-like by far. I fucking love Neo 2. And I had such insanely like, see, this actually goes to like why I generally don't get excited for games. Because, like, I remember seeing Rise of the Ronin footage, and I was like, this is going to be so fucking good, dude. It's going to be like open world Neo. It's going to be fucking crazy. Team Ninja always cooks on the combat. You know, I can't wait. This is going to be fucking awesome. And then instead, it was like Neo's little brother that wasn't fully developed, and I was just like, bro, no. I was so fucking upset. And I wanted to love that game. Like, I tried to gaslight myself. I was just like, no, I'm just not getting it. I just need to spend, like... Let me just try like focusing on one stance. Let me just try, I'll just try going, I'm gonna, you know, not do that quest. I'm just gonna go explore and find. Dude, I was like fucking trying to talk myself into enjoying it in different ways, and it just never fucking happened. Just did not. It didn't work. It just didn't happen, dude. Anyway, with where we're at though, I would probably get out Harrower of Souls, which is always fun. And then I would chill. I would swing with these two. That's a 2/2. Doesn't matter. So this is going to die. That's going to die. But a fresh token is going to get created. Even though that one dies, I'm going to hit for 4. I'm going to heal for 2 off the one that died. This one deals combat damage to a player. Put a 1/1 counter on each attacking creature. So that gets nothing. So yeah, I just lose it and I get health. And then I'm going to draw a card from that. That's going to go up to 5/5. And then, since I have demons, I'll draw an additional card. Alright, so allies is down to 6 fucking health. They need to make some shit happen in a big fucking way here. I would give him another... I fucking know what I would do. Alright, here's... What do I just concede? Turn those cards to the battlefield. Let's control the beginning of the next step. Alright, I would... there's a 5/5 flying ward 2. Alright, I would do the +0. Add a knight ally. Doing that would pump you to 3/3. I would tap this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Big fucking draws. Oh, dude, hang on. The ally deck might pull this off. This would be wild. I think I can pull it off. I would tap 2. I'd play a Jwari. No, I'd play Halimar Excavator. You would go up to 4/4. I would... Oh, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'd mill for 7. I'd then play a Jwari Shapeshifter to copy Halimar Excavator. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'd tap this to get Kazandu Blade Master out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I would end turn and fucking demons would die with no cards. Holy shit, dude. Oh, oh my god, dude. Oh. Damn. Allies too OP. See, I can't play allies in Arena. It doesn't have the cards that I want. That's crazy. That's crazy. I went from 24 to 6 on the verge of death to milling out 40 fucking cards in one turn. But you know, I don't know if there's anything I would change about the demons there. Like, the demon deck played it really well. It's just you're not stopping the Halimar into Jwari combo. Like, that's stupid. It's so good. I win so many matches with that. Oh. Is Norman? Medicus on. Alright, let me pick a different one. That was probably Demon would have had that, but I don't know. I don't think I would change anything with the demons based on that. I need to update my Exquisite Blood deck, so I guess I could play that and see how it feels. There's so many new cards that would make this more broken that I just don't have. Game stuck's on mobile. Souls the Faultless. Got Veto. Veto and 2 mana. I'll keep it. Coin flip. Heads. Got no 1-drops. Play Xander out tapped. Over here, I would Godless Shrine. That would come out tapped. Next turn. Underground Sea. Nothing else. Over here, we would get out a Swamp. Get Nyx Fleece Ram out. Nyx Fleece is just sitting there to block up for me. Next turn over here, we got Herald, or I could get out Urza's Inquisition. Let's do that. I would play Herald out 2/2, make the demons cheaper and give them haste. Next turn over here, I draw fucking nothing to help me out. I would, well, for starters, I would gain 1 life. And then I would end turn depressed. Over here, I would tap 2 to get out Valagoth. Flying Word 2. I'd swing for that since it has haste. Draw a card. Add a counter to it. Next turn over here, still no fucking land. I would start getting salty. Play a Badlands. Get out the Great Unclean One. I would swing for 5. Draw a card at the beginning of your end step. Each opponent loses 2 life. Boom. And then I would also create a new demon. Plague Bearer of Nurgle. Finally, a fucking Scrubland comes out. Forgot to add health there. Actually, I would have probably swung. Well, Nurgle would have gotten blocked anyway. I would immediately tap fucking everything. Put a Recumbent Bliss out on this thing to slow it down. Beginning of your upkeep, you may gain 1 life. So this is Recumbent Bliss. We're just gonna put it over here because that ain't doing nothing. See what I do here. Play this. That comes out tapped. Bellicor comes out. And then Bellicor swings for 6 damage. I'd wide swing with everything there too, so I'd get another 3 out. Turn would start, you would gain 2. You get another scrub land out. I would be in dire straits. I don't know what the fuck I would do here. I'd probably Recumbent Bliss this guy. Take him out. And then I would be depressed and end turn. I'd have to throw out cards over here. Next turn, that would come out tapped. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd tap everything. I'd get out Xander. They're gonna discard half their cards. They would discard 2. And then I'd swing wide with everything. It's overwhelmed. That deck's dead. I need to update that deck. It's a really cool deck when it like works, but it's too fucking slow going for how I used to play it with an emphasis around enchants. It's just too slow to really function. Demons absolutely crushed it. There's a lot of creatures that accomplish what I'm trying to do with that deck that I could work in now. That would be much better. Let's try the Kitties deck. Kitties is very competitive. And there's no mana. Yeah, I can cook with that. Okay. Coin flip. What do we got? We got tails. Alright, I would do the Arid Mesa. Graveyard, pay the health. Where the fuck is it at? Where's it at? Where's my dual land at? Not Clifftop. Plateau comes out. I would tap Plateau. I would get Oscillate Pride on the board. And end there. I wouldn't have kept that hand. This hand I would keep. Okay. We'll draw nothing immediately. I would get out Xander's. Nope. I'll just come back for its turn for turn 2 in a second. Xander's would get tapped. That would be that. Turn 2 over here. I would get down a 3-tree city, more than likely. Choose kitty cats. I'd then swing. I'd gain health. And then at the beginning of your end step, if you gain health, I get a white kitty token. Meow. Over here, we already drew our card because we pressed the wrong button. I would need Chaos Defiler fucking ASAP. But there's nothing immediately I can do, so I would just get out that and I'd end turn. Turn 3 over here, another Plateau comes out. I'd get the War Leader's Call out, I think. Nice. Creatures get 1/1. Joe, playing Magic in the early 90s, 2000, and debating about this digital platform. Any recommendations? So if you're talking about Arena, I mean, it's good. It's just, it adds up. It's, you know, it's just as pricey as paper Magic, unfortunately. So if you're trying to build decks, you know, and you want like mythics, you're either, you're spending gems to open packs, or you're buying mythics outright. Like, I don't know. It adds up. It gobbles up fucking money, but it's fun. It's not a bad platform. Adds up. Anyway, I would swing, boom, boom, with both cats for 4. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, it deals 1 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would get another kitty cat token. Boom, that would ping you from War Leader's Call. Alright, next turn over here. The cats are mega aggressive. I need to make a fucking play happen. I would probably get out the Badlands. I'd tap everything. I'd Dark Ritual. I'd get out Chaos Defiler. And then with that, I would blow that fucking cat up immediately because of the threat it poses. And then I would end turn there. Clifftop Retreat would come out. Would be funny. I don't really want a second War Leader's Call, or do I? No. I would get out just to be a fucking troll. I would get out Recruiter of the Guard. Is it put it into your hand? Let me see. Yeah, I'd do that, and then I'd pull out a fresh kitty. And then I would get the kitty out, and that would be 2 damage. Boom, boom. And then, I would end turn there. This deck would not be having a good time at the moment, but I do have a 5/4 on deck. I would get out an Underground Sea. Get out this guy. End of turn, I would draw a card, gain 2, he would lose 2. Next turn, oh boy, I would get out the Ajani Welcome, which is fucking insane. Unfortunately, things are not looking good here. Because I don't have any real way to gain health without losing my Ocelot Pride. So I would 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I would wait. Though this would get an emblem. I would get the city's blessing emblem. That's on the board now. Get another land out over here. Get out Urza's Incubator. Tap to get out a Herald of Slanesh. And I would... would I swing with the 5/4 or would I wait? No, I think I'd wait. I need bigger demons, so I'd hold. If I swing with it, they could kill it with 3, and then I could blow up the cat, or they could just let it go through and then attack with lifelink. I don't think I would swing there. I think I would wait. I would draw a card, gain 2 health, lose 2 health. Another plateau comes out. All the mana in the world. Why not? Fuck it. Let's get out a second War Leader's Call just because I can. And then I would... wait. Well, I don't know. Would I just go balls deep? There are 3 3s now. So Slanesh would die. They would have to block. Fuck it. I would probably full send it with the army of 3 3s. Chaos Defiler would block the cat. I'd kill the cat. They would gain 3 health back. Then if you have the city's blessing for each token you control that entered the battlefield. At the beginning of your end step, if you gain life. I don't know if that effect would happen because the cat died. Beginning of your end step, if you gain life this turn, create a 1/1 cat creature token. Then if you have the city's blessing, for each token you control that enter this turn, create a token that's a copy of it. I think it would. We get 2 more cats, but that would die in the process. And now things aren't looking good for the other deck. I would go ahead and get out a Crypt. It would enter tapped. I would do a 5 tap. I'd get out Raphael. 1/1 and lifelink. You're completely tapped out. I'd swing with both full throttle. That would deal 9 damage while healing me. What can the Kitties do? The Kitties, against all fucking odds here, this is honestly a bit miraculous to see happen. The Kitties would get out another Ocelot Pride would enter the battlefield. That's going to trigger a Johnny's Welcome, which it should have triggered off of those 2 as well. So that would be 3. I would then would swing and swing with all of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's gonna kill 1 kitty cat, so we'll send 1 to graveyard. So I'm getting hit for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think that was it. I think I'm here. I don't know. Because of the symbol, I would then generate 2 cats. From those cats, and I didn't do my fucking war leader's call. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7, 8. Yeah, I would have done 8 from war leader's call, so it would have put him down to 4. Oh, they're fucked though. Damn. 2 less, so you're only gonna be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn, Grizzlebrand comes out at 6. I would swing wide. Or no, honestly, I'd swing with Grizzle. And I'd swing with that. Yeah, no, I'd swing with everything. Fuck it. Assuming you block the 5-4, you're still gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. It would block with the 2 tokens. I would sacrifice these 2 tokens to stop these 2. I'm still going to hit for 8 and 4. And I'm going to gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 25 health in 1 turn. Oh god. And then Unholy Annex procs. Unholy Annex would finish it off and take down the kitties. Damn. That's big plays. I'm really liking demons. I'm really liking demons. Getting decks printed depends on how many cards are in the deck. I usually order it in bulk. Like I'll order... Yeah, I won't order less than like 5 decks at once. And at that, it comes out to like a little under 20 bucks a deck, $15 a deck or so. Let's try Elves. Elves ramps insanely fast. If they can keep up with Elves. There's a couple cards I'm not seeing too much. Really good opener there. Would I keep this opener? Imperfect and Elvish Warmaster and Ren? Fuck yeah. A little bit slow, but I can ramp that up. Okay. If it can beat Elves, I think I'll be done with it. I think it'll be in the spot I want it. Blood Crypt is going to come out. I have Herald, no other ramp. Over here, boom, get out Elvish Mystic. Next turn. I would... Can't do much, so I'd get out the Polluted Delta. Graveyard. I'd get a Xander's Lounge out. And then an end turn there. Next turn over here. Get out a 2nd mana, and then... Yeah, that's gonna be fucking wild. Let's tap. Get Imperious Perfect out on the board. And turn there. For our 3rd turn over here, I would drop out an Underground Sea, tap all. Herald of Slanesh would come out. That wouldn't do anything immediately. Next turn over here, we'd get out another land. Oh my god. I would tap them all. They go Elvish Warmaster. Play another one. 1 or more of Elves enter the battlefield under your control. Create a 1/1. It's going to add an Elf Warrior token. With him procking off of that. I would then chill for 1 turn. The Elves are getting ready to fucking swing for a win already. We're gonna need to do something over here, demons. Things aren't looking hot. I would go for a Badlands. Tap them all. Get Be'lakor out on turn 4. That's big. Draw 2 cards. Take 2 health. And then I would just kind of sit. Over here, next turn, we get out another forest. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I would spend 1 to tap that to create another elf warrior token. That's gonna create an elf warrior and then another elf warrior, giving me fucking 4 elf warrior tokens. And then there's a 6/5 though. I need to be ready to overwhelm. I would, oh, I know what I would do. I would get ready to swing wide as fuck, dude. I would, I need 4 exactly. All right, I'd end turn there instead of attacking. This deck would be confused, like, what is this idiot doing? Why isn't he attacking? I would... swing. There's nothing to stop it. I then tap and I'd get out Lord of Riots. I'd also get this out tapped. Oh wait, before that guy ends his phase though, I would have tapped. I would have played Elven Ambush. And got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I would have gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to stack up a massive onslaught of elves with the plan to completely blow stuff apart on this upcoming turn. Would then tap 3 to play another Imperious Perfect. That would add 2 more tokens into the mix. 2 that couldn't attack. And then I would swing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I would swing with 10 elves that are 3/3 at the same time. And 4/4 and a 4/4 and a 4/3/3. And yeah, demons would get absolutely obliterated. It would be over. Could even block it. There's nothing you could possibly do against fucking 10 3/3 elves. Turn 5, here's an entire army. Yeah, that's pretty fucking good. That's pretty fucking good. Honestly, I don't know if I could have done anything there as demons. Let me just go through a couple, like, yeah, there's no, I would need a board wipe. This deck doesn't function around board wipes. Let me just play, just straight sim a few openings here and see what things would look like again. So Badlands, next turn get out a second land, nothing there. Blood Crypt, pay the health for it. I'd probably tap all. I'd get out Urza's Incubator. On the following turn, I would probably get out both of those. Yeah, I'd get out both of those. The turn after that, I would get out this for 2. The turn after that, I would get out Unclean One. Turn after that, I would get out another Urza's Incubator. Turn 8 though, that took too long. Sacrifice that. Get out of Xander's Lounge. Turn 2, I'd get out another Xander's Lounge tapped. Turn 3, I'd get out a Slanesh. Turn 4, I would get out Harrower and start attacking on turn 4 with that. Library, I'd pull out another Underground Sea. I'd get out another Slanesh, which would cost me 1. And then I could tap to hit a Grizzle on turn 5 off the double Slanesh. That was pretty good. Hand like this, I'd pay 1. Get out Xander's Lounge. On turn 2, get those out, get Dream Devourer on the board. Turn 3, I'd tap 2 to get out Urza's Incubator. Turn 4, Bellicourt drop. How do we feel about Dream Devourer? I mean, on one hand, it's like, it could be turn 2, Dream Devourer, turn 3, Foretell Bellicourt, turn 4, Bellicourt. Or turn 3, Urza's Incubator, turn 4, Bellicourt. So, on one hand, Dream Devourer gives me another potential way to get something out. But I'm just not sure how I feel about him. I think it's just the Foretell cost that is fucking with me. Because Urza's Incubator is just going to straight up reduce him. Slanesh is going to straight up reduce him. 4 Herald for sure, 4 Incubator for sure. I'm not sold on Dream Devourer. Because I already have, you know, that's ramp, that's ramp, that's ramp. I feel like I don't want him as ramp. I feel like I need something else. I need something else that's like a cheaper, just something that I can get on the board fast that's going to have a huge impact. I'm also not... I think I'm going to drop... I think I'm going to drop Lord of Riots. I really like the flavor of Lord of Riots, but the reality is I need to attack first and then pay 4 to put him out. And then he needs to survive till the next turn, and I need to attack again to make my shit cheaper. Like, there's a lot of setup with Lord of Riots. Spawn of Mayhem is really good. I use him in my Rakdos deck already. For a Spectacle drop, I can get him out as 3. With Slanesh, he would be a 2 drop. Maybe I go Spawn of Mayhem as an alternate, because he would normally be... Well, the thing is, with my deck, Spawn of Mayhem would typically be coming out as a 4 drop and not a 3 drop. I think I want something on the cheaper side of things. Burning Rude Demon, 6/6 flying demon with a tutor and Entomb tacked on. Bloodthirster, you're expensive. You're expensive. Death Touch Boast. Target player searches the library for a card, shuffles the library, puts the cards on top of it. So he would need to come out at 3 and then pay 2 and attack at 4. One more counter. No. Archfiend Despair. You're a bit expensive. Blade of the Oni. Blade of the Oni. Menace. Equipped creature has a base power and toughness 5/5 menace. Black demon in addition to its other colors. Artifact creature equipment demon. Reconfigure. Attach to target creature you control. So I pay 2 for a 3/1 menace demon. And then if I want, I can pay 4 to turn something into a 5/5 menace. That could possibly work well. Because it's really just, it's getting a 2-drop. A 2-drop that's a bigger threat. And an artifact creature would avoid a lot of removal. I could then put that on, if I wanted, I could use that to turn Raphael into a demon, so he functions off of his own synergy. That seems really good. I'm liking that. I like that a lot. What were the other suggestions you had? Blasphemous Act. Blasphemous Act. I don't have enough creatures to benefit from that. Edict. You may pay swamp rather than pal the spells mana. Yeah, I don't have enough creatures to benefit from either of those, I think. Let's see, advanced search. Card type demon. Mana cost. Mana value. Less than 3. Look at some demons. I'm really leaning towards Blade of the Oni, though. I'm liking that. Sacrifice another creature, draw a card, then awaken. It's a 4/4. Yeah. Scourge of the Skyclaves. When you cast the spell, if it was kicked, each player loses half their life rounded up. Its power and toughness are equal to 20 minus the highest total. So he's potentially coming out as dead. So there's not a whole lot in terms of 2-drops. Pay 1 life. Discard a card, draw a card, mill a card, put a ritual counter. 3 or more. Transform it. Blood Sky Sire. Uh, 2/3 Death Touch. Yeah, no, he was in the list I was just looking at. I think there's promise with him, but usually I'm trying to, like, at my 3-drop, I'm usually getting a ramp card out, which is why I don't think I would run him, because my 3-drop is usually, my 3-drop ideally should be either a Slanesh or an Urza's Incubator. So instead, if I'm playing him as a 3-drop, I'm also spending 2 mana on my next turn for a tutor effect. I think the best thing about him, if I wanted to run him, it would make more sense for me to lean heavily into Dream Devourer, because I could Dream Devourer as a 2-drop, play that guy as a 3-drop, and then for my 4-drop I could Foretell while also boasting to pick out a certain demon. I definitely see synergy there, but I don't I don't like needing 2 cards to really get the deck up and running. I'm thinking we go Blade of the Oni. I think Blade of the Oni works really well here. I think I'd go for Blade of the Oni. I think I would drop Demon Devourer out, and I also think I'd drop Lord of Riots out. Because then I have just a solid 2-drop. Alternatively, the other thing I could do, I don't have much in terms of removal. So, like, if I look at my mana curves, 2 is Blade of the Oni, and the only thing in the 1 area is Dark Ritual. Once I get to 3, I'm ramping straight up to 6 and beyond, because Herald and Incubator are coming out. So, the other thing I could do is, instead of something cheaper, like Blade of the Oni, I could just add some straight up removal. Removal wouldn't be a bad choice. I think I have enough red mana on my land that I could go for, I could just drop like fucking 4 lightning bolts into the deck. Abyssal Harvester. Exile target creature from a graveyard that was put there this turn. Create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a nightmare in addition to its other types. Then exile all other nightmare tokens you control. I would need removal to make him really useful. I don't have enough removal right now. I mean, or ramp. More ramp. Or I could go like, what was it? Is it Jet? Was it Mox Jet? You are not legal here. What's the what was the other black ramp someone was talking about, where it just adds a swamp as a 2-drop? It just generates swamp. It's like you pay 2 is it Jet something? Jet Medallion. If I add in Jet Medallions, so Jet Medallion would be my 2-drop. See, my only thing with Jet Medallion is Jet Medallion wouldn't really help my curve that much, you know? Because at my 3 curve, I'm trying to get out either a Slanesh or an Urza's Incubator. Either of those is going to have value. Urza's Incubator would be great because it can't be removed. It was great because I get that out and other demons have haste. With Jet Medallion, though, Herald isn't going to be any cheaper. So I could, like, Jet Medallion, Herald of Slanesh, and then, I mean, I could potentially get out a, you know, Lord of Change or Xander on turn 4. Charcoal diamond. Yeah, I don't have problems generating black mana, so I'd probably do jet medallion if I did that route. I don't know. I think I might. Well, I don't want to do ruby. Most of this deck is black, so if anything, we would do jet for sure. It's making the black cards cheaper. The considerations are either I go Blade of the Oni to just create a 3/1 that comes out early. One thing is I wouldn't be able to do much with reconfigure. Like the 3/1. I would basically be using this to just have a 3/1 Menace Demon. And there's the potential to put that on Raphael so he benefits from his own... Well, no, he wouldn't benefit because it's other. Angrath? I love Angrath, but I don't think he makes sense here. I don't know. I'm just thinking about my early curve. Because once I get to my third turn, things are popping off. Unless I start with a Dark Ritual. If I start with a Dark Ritual, I can pop off sooner. Or if I do the Lake of the Dead. I don't know if I want Lake of the Dead. Because I have to throw away a swamp to get it out, and then sacrifice a swamp to add more. So it's very much like a last-ditch type thing. Yeah, tomorrow is Dark Souls 3 start. That's why I think I'm leaning towards removal. Creature removals. Wasn't there a new one that came out that was like a 1 cost, but it was a sorcery? Like a Bloodchief's Thirst to kill something cheap. What was it called? What was the new one? Or Virtue of Persistence. Virtue of Persistence is really good. I pay 2 mana for the 3/3. That's gonna weaken up weak shit, and then it comes in big endgame. If the game goes long enough, eventually I just start graveyard cycling. Cut down. Destroy target creature with total power and toughness 5 or less. What's the... There was a new card. Wasn't there a new one that just came out? I like Virtue a lot. Let's do 2 Virtue of Persistence. And then... What is it? It's like a 1 cost black sorcery, destroy target creature. It's new. It was in one of the new sets. Let me see. Black. I want to say it's a black sorcery. What was that other one I was looking at? That was another consideration. Blood Chief's Thirst. That might work well as also. Card name, mana value equals advanced search, sorcery, black, mana value 1. Thirst. It has like an owl on it. What was that fucking card, dude? I want to say it was an uncommon. I could probably find it in Arena. One. Sorcery. Is it a 2-drop, the one I'm thinking of? Fell. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. At a 2-drop, I probably wouldn't run it as a sorcery. I mean, Blood Chief's Thirst could work fine, because the thing is, once I get going, I'm good. And I like that I can use it to kill... I can kill weaker shit. I can bolt weaker shit. Or, if I save up and I do it for 4, I can kill anything. I think that could work well. Just use that as potential harsh removal or quick removal. Also run double Virtue of Persistence for the 3/3. Bloodletter is powerful, but also kind of fits weird into the curve. Let me play something else against it and see how the changes feel. Let's go Eldrazi wide. It's a hard deck to fight. I got early removal. I got 3 mana. How about you? Okay, I can do that. Bake into a pie. Destroy target creature, create a food token. I mean, at 4 though? Man, 4 is so expensive for some removal. Alright, we get our Xander's Lounge out. Over here, I would probably get out a crystal and view library, hedge, and archives coming up. That sounds good to me. Second turn, I would get out that, let it come out tapped. No immediate need to remove anything. Eye of Eugen over here. I'd get out Glaring Flesh Raker. I know the threat that Glaring Flesh Raker is, so I would Virtue of Persistence to kill the Flesh Raker and send this off on an adventure. I would then be very unhappy that that just happened to me. Get out that. 1, 2. I only have 2 mana effectively at the moment. I would get out a swamp, put me at 4. Tap to get Slanesh out and turn over here. I would get out an Eldrazi Temple. Tap to get out Motion Reshaper. Big potential plays. One, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, alright. This would basically end it. I'd pull out a Badlands. I would Dark Ritual. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Xander comes out immediately. Attacks, discard half their cards, rounded down. I would be in a very bad mood about that. I would probably, I don't want to give up any of these, but you and I guess you. Fuck, that would hurt a lot. Because then Xander's gonna immediately attack, and that is 24 cards. This would die. That comes into my hand. On my next turn, now that I've gotten my shit pushed in, I would do a Radiant Fountain. 1, 2, 3, 4. I would get out an Echoes of Eternity. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would then cost 2 less. I would tap, take out a Glaring Flesh Raker. I would create a copy of it. Cast the spell, create a 0/1 colorless Eldrazi token. Cast a colorless spell. Cast a colorless spell. Whenever another colorless creature enters the battlefield, deals 1 damage. I would ping him for 1 immediately. I wouldn't have the tokens yet, though, if I remember correctly. Still, though, that's fucking huge. And this deck is set up to win now. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't get you out. I would probably, what I want, I'd probably drop out. I'd drop out both actually. It was boom, boom, and then 1, 2, 3. So both of them would come out. Everybody has haste. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent loses 2 life. I'd swing with 6, 4 out of 5, and 4. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2 from that proccing, and then creating a token. That would have really fucking sucked there. I also would have to mill 11 cards. 12? No. 11. Okay. The Eldrazi deck is not in a good spot right now. But 1, 2, 3, 4. I would tap, tap. I would yeah, I think I win here. So I would tap. I would get Ulalek. When Ulalek enters the battlefield, this is going to make a token. Because this created a token, this one's going to create a token. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, whenever you cast a colorless spell, create a token, and then a triggered ability for colorless spell or a permanent you control trigger an additional time, and that would create a token. Oh. I create. Right, whenever you cast a colorless spell, create a 0/1 colorless drowsy spawn token. Cast it, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to create a second for him. Whenever a colorless creature enters the battlefield under your control, deal 1 damage. Boom, boom. And then whenever you cast a colorless spell, create a token. So he's going to make one. He's going to make one. Boom, boom. They're going to go off of each other's tokens, so boom, 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 boom. And then the fact that Ulalek is entering... No, wait, they would proc way more than that. Is never... Hang on, I got to do this. I always struggle with the math here. Whenever a colorless spell you cast is... I don't even remember what he was at. Let me put him at 20. Create a 0/1 colorless token. So I'm going to enter a token. Oh no, first, this enters the field. There's also going to be a copy of it that enters. We'll get to the copy in a second. This would enter the field. They immediately deal 2 damage. He is going to create a token and deal 2 damage for each of them. He is going to create a token and deal 2 damage for each of them. Because another colorless creature entered the battlefield under the control, we make another token. You deal 2 damage for each of them. Because a colorless creature entered the battlefield under the control, you make a token. We deal 2 damage for each of them. And then the effects are going to repeat. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the second Ulalek is going to come on the stack, and the whole process would repeat. So yeah, that would... Demons would lose. Despite having all this shit out, demons would... Yeah, because this is infinite at this point. Echoes of Eternity and double Ulalek, it's like a functional infinite. I don't even want to know the math on how long that would go. I wonder how long it would go. Let me try and pull it off. I want to see how long it would go. I'm going to see if I can set up this exact situation against a bot. Because there's, dude, when those, like, usually when I get that combo, whoever I'm playing with, it's just like, ah, that's okay, I lose. I'm like, okay.
Hey, look, I'm a planeswalker.
I don't know if I've ever actually, like, seen it with that. I know I have, but it just pops off at a crazy level. So I had 2 of them out, or no, what did I do exactly? Okay, I got Echoes of Eternity out, and then I played 1, and then I played a Sire. Okay, so you're already in hand, that's good. Yeah, I've seen Sire. Sire's cool. I don't know if I would use it, though. This will be good practice, though, to see how this works. So with you down, I play 1 flesh. I think I just get 2 fleshes and no tokens, correct? Flesh enters. Flesh enters. 1 damage, 2 damage. Okay, so I did that correctly. Last time I did it. Alright. Wait, how do I pause it? 2. Enter token. 1, 2, 3, 4. Enter a token. 1, 2, 3, 4. Enters the token. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so I did do it right. I did do it right. Because I would have created a token. You would have done damage. I would have created a token. You would have done damage. You would have functionally created your second token, done damage. You would have created your second token, done damage. Okay. And then at that, I would just, I would auto pay and it's over. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so if I were to add in... Okay, okay, cool. Yeah, so this would have won. Because it would have been... It would have been... Let me see. 1 damage for that, 2 damage for that. 3, 4, do it again. 5, 6, do it again. 7, 8. Then this comes in. Do it again. 9, 10, do it again. 11, 12, do it again. 13, 14, do it again. 15, 16. And then if I had extra, that could have copied it and just kept doing it. So yeah, it was fucking over. Because Kozlik's command, I could have played that, made even more. Damn though, the demons did pretty good. Considering how hard that is to play against. What's up, buddy? Do any of your decks benefit from Mythweaver Pock? Power toughness equal to the number of lands you control. Whenever one or more non-token lands enters the battlefield, under your control. For each of them, conjure a duplicate. This ability triggers only once each turn. Probably for my mega ramp deck, that would be good. But it's an arena card, which means it's hard to work into paper decks. There's a couple of arena cards I play in paper decks. There's a couple that have been printed. That one would be kind of hard to keep track of, I think. Oh, what is that? I usually plays like ramp. Let me play something like what my buddy plays usually, which would be close to like Hydra. I don't know. I think it's good. I mean, the thing is, it's not going to win every matchup, but I think it is performing pretty well. I would Tropical Island, get out the bird. Next turn over here, I would want to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I would need that. I'll end turn. Next turn over here, I would probably get out of Bayou, tap all 3 to get Plancros Reborn onto the board. Next turn over here, I would want to counter Palancros with something big myself. So I'd probably pop the Dark Ritual to get a Great Unclean one out. He would lose 2 health. I would get a baby. I have seen Meat Hook Massacre too. That card's so fucking expensive. I would need to run some kind of like crazy Dark Ritual, Lake of the Dead, infinite mana type setup to pull it off. My Eldrazi deck could do it because that goes infinite, but Palancros would then be pissed because he wouldn't have much he could do. I would probably get out. No, I need more mana for you. I'd probably get out a Hedge Maze. Forest coming up. I would send that to the bottom of the library. No, it goes to the graveyard. Then close. has reach. I would just sit. Next turn, I would get out Herald of Slanesh. I would get out the Blood Crypt tapped. And then I'd probably just sit and let Great Unclean One do his thing. Which would be making another baby. And then making you lose 2 health. I like him a lot. I might add another one of him. It's really good how when he's on the board, you're just like, you're on a clock, bitch. You're gonna die, and I'm making babies. I would drop out probably a Nykthos here, and then I could tap to generate 4 mana. 5, 6 to play a Goldvein Hydra. That would come in as a 5/5 haste. I'd swing with that. I'd swing with that. I'd be trying to make shit happen. That's Vigilance Trample Haste. I'd have to... Oh, man. Killing that, though, is problematic. Would I just take the damage? I would. I would eat the 9 damage from it. This person would then be confused. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Or no, I could have, instead of doing that, I could have played Garagos. Would I have waited and played Garagos? Drop a fatter one out? I think I would have tried to get aggressive here. Whatever. This turn would come up. I would then get out a Blood Crypt. I'd pay the 2 health for Blood Crypt. Wrong way. I would tap. I'd get Raphael out, and I would also swing wide to do... He's wide open, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That leaves me with a 4/4 flyer. I'd be looking cozy. Hydra would come up at this point, get another turn. I would tap, tap, tap to generate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get Garagos out. 4 less to cast. Probably chill for this turn. No, well, he's 4/4. I'd be worried about the lifelink though now, because that's fucking problematic, and I'd want to probably block. Now that I know he's sitting on lifelink. I have the demon that doubles health loss. But I think he might be combat damage only. I'll have to take a look. I would let them... I'd probably chill, because I need... Well, no, I'd swing with him, because you're your vigilance. So I'd swing with you no matter what. And then I would wait with you, because you have reach to block the flyer fuck. So we're going to get 5 out of that. Next turn, over here. Oh, I could get out the Chaos Defiler, or draw. I would probably get Incubator out to reduce costs by 4. I'd then toss a Chaos Defiler out as well with the targeted destruction. Actually, hang on, I fucked this all up. I forgot he had vigilance. So he would have probably blocked and killed Nurgle if I attacked. Invalid matchup. Restart. Alright. So I would have... Xander's would have come out. Nope, don't need that. Don't need that. Xander's would have come out. You would have done nothing else. Over here... It's an iffy fucking start, but I'm going to go for it. We would get out the Land of War Elves and end turn. Second turn over here, we would probably get out the Bloodletter, play it tapped. Second turn over here, I would disappointingly get out just another elf. Next turn over here, play the Badlands, tap all 3 Urza's Incubator. Next turn over here, thank God we got a land with Hinterland Harbor. I would tap 3 to get out Garruk's Uprising. This would get out of Westvale Abbey. It would tap all, Bellocore would come out, which would be very problematic. Next turn over here, I have 4 potential mana and not a whole lot else that I can do. I would tap it. No, making that a 2/2 ain't gonna do fuck all. I would tap all to make this guy a 3/3. And I'd fucking immediately swing. I would be like, you're dumb. I would kill it. You would get 3 treasure tokens out of me killing that, though. And now I would probably tap 3 to get Bloodletter out. Deals power to any target. I would nuke this guy with that target. I would then swing with a 6/5 flyer, which would hit you for 12. Over here, things would not be looking good. I would forfeit. It was a dumb hand keeping 1 mana in my opener. That I can play. Double Dark Ritual and a Grizzlebrand. I would open with this for sure. Tails. So you would start. Boom, boom, boom. We're here. How much are you? 8? So I would need 4. No. I would need 2 mana. 2 mana would come out to 6 mana. Yeah, I need 4 mana to cheat him out. Okay. Well, Bloodstained Miner. I'll take 1. Graveyard that. View Library. Get out the lounge. Oop. It's a little oopsie. Next turn over here, we would Hinterland Harbor. Tap both. Boom, boom. Ramp would be ready to go. Over here, I don't like that much ramp. So I'd probably... I don't know. See, this is a hard choice here. I would, I'd Underground, or I'd probably Blood Crypt. Have it come out to play tapped. I don't know, man. I don't like the idea of seeing 3 fucking Land of War Elves, but the fact that there's 3 of them makes me think I probably wouldn't blow Virtue. I would save it for anything else that comes out, because I'd be like, he's already hit his ramp. Me killing one elf isn't going to stop the fucking ramp. Next turn over here... He does not have anything to get that out with. No, he does. I could do Cavernous Souls. Tap, tap. Play Zavra. Add 2 Death Touch of mana any color. I do not like that. So I would get out an Underground Sea. I'd say, fuck it, we ball. Right, Virtue of Persistence to kill that. And then... No, I'd save the, oh no, I would save Bloodchief's Thirst. I'd save this as I need to kick and blow something up that's a big fucking threat. Alright, I would have lost my flow here. I would get out of Garruk's Uprising. I'd play a Bayou. I'd then be disappointed that I can't do anything. And this would be now looking cozy. I would get that out. I would do that. I would do that to generate 6 mana. I'd tap those 2, and I'd do a fucking turn 4 Grizzlebrand. And this side would then be going, well, fuck me. On my next turn, I would play a Nykthos. I would tap to generate 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana to play this out as a fucking 8/8. I would say, suck my dick, demons. I'm not out of this fight yet. Boom, boom, vigilance, trample, haste. I would swing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Big hit over there. Let's go. Grizzlebrand obviously ain't gonna fucking block that. Instead, this hand would be like, you fucking fool. I mean, technically, it would count as a... Oh my god, I just realized something. I just realized how crazy this is. Because my buddy that I play with, he loves X cost cards. For the perspective, destroy target creature or planeswalker with converted mana cost of X or less. I think that counts as a 1 converted mana cost, doesn't it? Let me see. I'm pretty sure it would. If a creature or planeswalker on the battlefield is X and its cost, X is considered to be 0. Oh, man. Oh, that... So, boop. Bloodchief's Thirst comes out for a single fucking mana and blows up the 8/8 Gold Vein Hydra. Damn. I mean, he would get 8 tokens out of it, but still, just damn. Bro, I would be so upsetty spaghetti over that. That would suck so much ass. I would just be like, what the fuck just happened? And then I would swing with Grizzlebrand. And heal. This deck would then be very sad and play a Birds of Paradise. I would have had an extra draw from that. Which I could have played that too. I would have absolutely nothing I could do, so I'd say fuck it, and I'd swing with my Elves. And then, I would tap 4, Valagoth would come out. I'd swing with this for 7. I'd get a free card draw out of that. Things would not be looking good. Oh, a Cavern of Souls draw does nothing. That would be it. Let me see. Let me pretend I didn't draw another Cavern of Souls. And instead I drew this. If I had drawn this, what could I do? So, 1... So it's 8 mana. 8 mana, 9. Oh. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, did I just delete one? 8. Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus the 8 that I would have had would have been 14. Main cost. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Play a Genesis Hydra as a 19. Reveal the top 19 cards of your library. And I can put one from among them onto the battlefield. Gargos probably would be the play. I'd have to go Gargos, which it wouldn't really matter. If this had haste, even then, even if it did have haste, it's not enough. I'd be dead because I'm just swinging with the 7 flyer. Damn. That's good. How do I feel about Blood Chief's Thirst? Just got a lot more sexy. I'm almost thinking of adding in like one more Blood Chief's Thirst. And maybe one more Bloodletter. Just because I don't know, man. Bloodletter is very powerful. You know what? I think what I want to do is I want to add another Bloodletter. Add an unclean one. Add another potential Thirst. And then I'm going to put some shit in the side deck. I think that's the play. Because honestly, I will tweak this deck until the end of fucking time. I think it looks good where it's at. I think the play is to just let's add some sideboard stuff. Let's add some sideboard shit, and that way I can mix it up if need be. So a second Bloodletter sounds nice. A third unclean one sounds good. Who was the 2-drop, the demon that I cut? Demon, who is the 2 cost that I dropped out? Card type, demon, black, mana value equals 2. Dream Devourer. Yeah, we're gonna add 3 of him. Funny, Raphael, he's DVD, specifically Forgotten Realms. Imagine his reaction to appearing in 40k. Oh, he'd probably not have a good time. Dream Devourer. Who was the other demon that I dropped out? Her. Keeper of Secrets. I'll add 2 of her in. She has potential. Has 2. And then so Dream Devourer, I'll move you all to the sideboard. The Keeper of Secrets, I'll also move to the sideboard. I think that's good, because that way if I want to go back to the Dream Devourer type setup, I could. Unclean one, I really like him. I think a third one of him. Well, I don't know. I probably don't need a third unclean one, but he does help give board advantage a lot. But I would definitely consider adding another Bloodletter. I'd consider working in more Blood Chief's Thirst for the removal of it. Dream Devourer was really good. And if I'm running Dream Devourer, running Keeper of Secrets gives me a alternate way to nuke people, which is nice. But unclean one... for each opponent. No, I do want another one, because he would be a solid... He could be a solid all-rounder. Because if we're playing 3-way, going for 4 great unclean ones, I'm just like... Boop. Health damage, demons. And then the Bloodletter would make that happen more. So if I went that, I mean, that's honestly like a different deck. But I could go 4 great unclean one and then 4 Bloodletters. And then they're just slowly bleeding out 2 health per turn while I make an army of demons. Yeah, we're about to be done with the demons. I'm just doing final tweaks here. Is there anything else? Corn related stuff that you can make a full-on corn deck? No. No, not quite. There's a bad in, but not a lot of the big chaos boys. Would I change anything else here? I feel like the flow has been really good. Let me do like rapid fire 3 rounds. You come out. You come out. would need to... It's a bad opening. I don't... How do I feel about Lake of the Dead? It's basically an alternate to my swamp. I don't know, I probably like it. Close and shuffle. You would come out on turn 2. I would get out a Blood Crypt. I'd play it tapped. On turn 3, I would get out a Badlands, tap, boom. On turn 4, boom, that. And then either... No, I'd get Bellicor out. And then Nurgle would come out. The next turn, I would get out both Bloodletter and Harrower. By turn 6, I have a fucking stacked deck of demons. We're just going to say I would pull out a Xander's Lounge with that, so we'll just pretend it's a Xander's Lounge. No, I guess it's going to fuck up my draw. Close and shuffle. Turn 2, I would get out another Xander's Lounge. Turn 3, I would get out the Badlands and hit my ramp. Turn 4, play another one. Get out Harrower of Souls. We're just going to pretend they nuked it. Harrower of Souls would die. I'd immediately put out a second one and laugh in their face. From there... I'd probably Lake of the Dead, sacrifice 1. And then, spend 3, blow something up. On the follow-up turn, I could get out a, oh, well, I would have sacrificed that for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 after tapping it to get out Xander. So turn 7, Xander hits. Xander's and Bloodstained Incubator. Yeah, I would keep this. So I'd play... You would come out tapped. On turn 2, do you, sacrifice, get another Xander out. You would come into play tapped. I'd probably play this to blow something up. Turn 3, boom, boom, tap. You come out. Turn 4, boom, boom, this comes out. And then on turn 5, I don't have the mana for Xander. So I would just play this instead. I'd blow something up. He would only be 2. Following turn, I could get out both of those. Then he could finally come out. Yeah, it's Grixis Demons. I think we're basically done. I'm doing just a couple of like quick, very quick test draws to see how I feel about certain stuff. Lounge would come out, close and shuffle. Turn 2, the second lounge would come out. Turn 3, this would hit. I would get Slanesh out. Turn 4, I would get out a Badlands. Get out... No, I'd probably get out that. And then on the next turn, I could play this Graveyard. Pull that out. Boom. Boom, to get out him and that, and a 3-card draw. They'd be swinging for big damage by turn 5. By turn 6, it's basically over. Because with the 4 reduction, I could get you out. I could get out another one. I could get out Great Unclean. By turn 6, the entire board is fucking filled full of demons. That'll be a stupid question, but I have to mention how good it is. Unholy Annex. Yeah, I think we're running 3 of it at the moment. Maybe 2. Let me see. 3. Yeah, we got 3 Unholy Annex. So full deck list. Let me group it by mana value. So for the opener, we got Dark Rituals, obviously. I got a couple Blood Chief's Thirst. Just, you know, either blow something up that's weak or save it for a big threat. Once we get to 3 is when things really come online with this deck. I had a couple 2 guys. For 2, I was working with Dream Devourer initially, but I felt the Foretell cost kind of contradicted what I was going for, because typically turn 3 either Herald or Urza comes out and then I'm immediately ramping up to 6 and beyond. Whereas I can also do that with Dream Devourer, but it's like turn 2 Dream Devourer, turn 3 Foretell, turn 4 play my Foretell Demon, which is good, but it also felt kind of weird because on turn 3 I'm paying Foretell, and if I'm playing Foretell on turn 3 I'm not playing Herald or Urza. And I think just the perpetual 2 cost reduction as an artifact, which is less prone to removal, or Herald, which reduces costs and gives haste, it's going to have more valuable than Dream Devourer. Anyway, once one of those comes out, though, it pops off. I'm either doing Valagoth for 2, I'm putting out Bellicor, I'm getting out Unclean One or Chaos Defiler if I need Nuke. The following turn, we can get out Lord of Change, Xander. Also put 2 Virtue of Persistence in there, just because good early spot removal, and if the game goes long, you start yoinking shit out of the graveyard, which is fucking outrageous. And then obviously at the fatty end of things, we got Grizzlebrand because he's the GOAT. And then in the sideboard, some extra Blood Chief's Thirst, Dream Devourer. I'm still not sure. I'm not sure if I even want him in the sideboard. Like, there's potential there. I don't know. I think it conflicts with the 3 cost too much. And if I'm running Keeper of Secrets, I like Keeper of Secrets, but I think Keeper of Secrets only really makes sense with this deck if I'm running Dream Devourer and I'm foretelling, because then I'll get, I could potentially double it. Like, I do see a lot of combo potential there. Because if I'm running Dream Devourer and I get Bellicor on the field, I could, you know, if this Keeper of Secrets hits the board, for example, and then Xander flips, I'm doing an immediate 6 damage from that, and then I'm doing another 6 damage from that. So just foretelling Xander out does 12 damage face immediately. Which if I had Bloodletter out, that's obviously they're dead. But yeah, I mean, the 1 to 2 area has been the only part I've really struggled with. 3 and beyond feels really good. Bloodletter I like, but I don't think I want to go too heavy on him because I think he's kind of prone to removal at only 4. I do have some extra of him. I probably don't need that many. I might go more Bloodletter at some point, but I figured put him in the sideboard. I do think I'm going to drop Keeper. I mean, it's a different deck, honestly. It's a different deck going for Keeper and Dream Devourer. I don't think I want them. The other 2 drop we were considering was Shield. I love Shield, but oh man, I don't know. Oh. Which one though? The OG Shield Dread. For each target opponent, one target creature they control, each opponent mills 3 cards. All creature cards have battlefields under your control. Shield Dread is super good in black. But she's like you said, she's just not a demon. She's not a demon. Whenever you draw a life, you gain 2 cards. Whenever opponent draws a life, you draw 2 cards. I don't know. I mean, I like her. I just don't think she fits because it's a demon tribal. I don't think she fits. Because the other thing too is I'd be playing her for 4, but my 4 is the equivalent of my 6. So instead of playing her, I could drop out a Bellicor. I could drop out Great Unclean One, Chaos Defiler for a nuke and a 5/4 trample. Valagoth could come out, who's just a very annoying early threat. There's the other Valgavoth that I didn't add, but I could maybe sideboard his ass. The 9/9 flying lifelink, sacrifice 3 permanents. If card you didn't control be put into a graveyard from anywhere, exile it. During your turn, you may play guards exiled with Valgavoth. You cast a spell this way, life and mana. Yeah, I could sideboard his ass, I think. He's a fatty. I could sideboard 2 of them. Let's sideboard him. I'll put him in the sideboard along with the extra Blood Chief's Thirst, the other Bloodletters, and the other Great Unclean Ones. Because I could see him being good in like a long game. Because, I mean, sacrifice 3 non-land permanents just to target his ass, 9/9 flying lifelink. The other thing, though, I guess my problem with Valgavoth is I don't know if I have the removal to really justify using him. I do like him a lot. The idea of like, you know, you have him out and you fucking wipe the board and then you get to steal all their shit or hit him with a fucking, I could maybe make like a black-blue mill type deck and mill a bunch of shit and then just start playing it all with Valgavoth. That would be fucking dirty. I don't know if he fits here though. Yeah, I think he doesn't make it. What was the Oni demon? Do I want him? The Menace Oni demon? Oni, let me see. His name's Oni something. Card name. Card type. He was a demon. I could sideboard it, I guess. Blade of the Oni. I mean, a 3/1 early would be a threat. I'll put him in the sideboard. I'll put him in the sideboard. He can go there. That way, if I ever want to put him in, I have him. And then I'm going to add 1 more Bellicor into the sideboard. Move it to the sideboard. 1. All right, it's done. Demons are done. I'm happy. I've played it enough. It feels good. We are done with demons. Let me check basic black. I think I was gonna update. Yeah, Valgavoth's Faithful. Yeah, I was gonna print 3 of him just to work into this deck. Sacrifice some target creature. Just get him down, and then I hit 4 and he pops off. That'll work fine in the black deck. Blue we're completely revamping into just a very upsetting mill deck. You were feeling really good. Red deck's ready to go. This white deck needs some help. This white deck needs some help. So this is a life gain mono white. I need, what's that? There's some new creature. There's some new fucking creature that that I could put in. What is it called? Hang on. Let me see. White. Gain life. What was it? Who was I playing? I was playing against somebody the other day and they had some creature that was popping off. You know, was it your deck? Was it this guy? Impassioned Orator? See, it was a creature. It was like a 1 or a 2 drop. No. This was like, it was like Soul Warden, but it wasn't Soul Warden. So like Soul Warden and Soul Attendant is anytime another creature enters the battlefield. This was like anytime a creature enters on your side, I think you gain life. It's that. Maybe it was Impassioned Orator? Well, anyway, point is, I want to update this a little bit. So this is a modern one. So the 5 basic decks are all supposed to be modern legal, 2 walkers, 5 mythics. And this deck just doesn't it doesn't pop off like it should. I mean, we got the Ajani's Pridemate. We got Crested Sunmare, which is huge. We got fucking, you know, the Soul Attendant, the Soul Warden. We got Resplendent Angel. But I'm not sure if I like Resplendent Angel. I mean, it's 3 for 3, 3 flying. So part of the problem with this deck is to really make this deck pop off. We have Griffin Ares, but I need to hit 3 or more life on the turn to start shitting out those babies. And usually what's happening is I'm getting out like a Soul Attendant and then a Soul Warden, and then I'm just getting blown up. I like Resplendent. 5 or more life, you get an Angel. That's huge. I think Crested Sunmare might be better, though. It's a 5-drop. Interland Sanctifier. No, I don't know what it was. It was somebody that plays regularly. I mean, I could work that in. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out what I would remove here. I just need more. Well, so the harder thing with this deck is I can't, since I'm limited to mythics and modern, there's a lot of the other angels I can't really like work them in. Is that horse good? I think so. I mean, it's a 5-drop. At the beginning of each end step, if you gain life, you get a 5/5 creature horse. So I gain 1 life, I get horse, which would proc off of me gaining life from I play a creature, I get a horse. They play a creature, I get a horse. And if they don't nuke this, all the other horses have indestructible. I think Crested Sunmare is pretty good. Let's see, 40 best life gain cards. To the second sun. Let's see, these are. Let's see, what do we got here? Valkyrie Harbinger would be good. Griffinary, Crested Sunmare, Johnny's Pridemate. The other thing is there's not a lot of draw power. I have Dawn of Hope in the deck, but I feel like my mana is just slow. So, you know, if I'm paying 2 mana to draw a card, I'm not doing other shit. I think this deck just needs... I think I can drop Felidar Sovereign, Planar Ally in there. Attacks Venture into the Dungeon. I would not put that in the deck. A 3/3/5 cost? Nope. Four mana Angel, 1 card per turn with life gain. Do you know what it's called? I'm also not sold on Chalice of Life. Like, you keep gaining life and then you flip it and then it puts them on a clock. But I think I would probably drop 1 Chalice. I would probably drop Felidar Sovereign. I mean, I don't know. It's funny winning a game through Felidar Sovereign. Some foundations. I mean, I can probably find it. Let's see. Let's see. 4 drop. Collected, not collected. Creature, foundations, white. Exemplar of Light. Whenever you gain life, 1/1 counter. Whenever you put 1 or more counters on this creature, draw a card. Exemplar of Light. What's my 4 curve look like with this? Yeah, I like that. Dropping Sovereign. I'm dropping one of those. I'm adding 3. I'm gonna add 3 of her in. I like that. Yeah, that seems like it would help. So I think part of it, I'm counting on, like, I'll get to 40, but I'm never fucking making it to 40. Usually my little dudes are getting blown up. I need some, like, white card draw. White ramp. Or I need either card draw or ramp. Sword of Hearth and Home are both huge pieces for right ramp. Hearth and Home. Let me see. Sword of Hearth and Home. What's that at? 2/2 protection, green, white, deals combat damage. 1 target creature you own. Search your library for a basic land card. Put both cards onto the battlefield, then shuffle. I'd have to... This is the problem with these modern decks, is that would be fucking great, but I would need to remove something, because I want to leave it to 5 mythics. Sword of the Animist. Let's look at that one. Search your library for a basic land card, put it in here and shuffle your library. Not bad. The Yard Darnbringer. Oh, that one? Yeah, if I went more angel heavy, I would absolutely bring her. What about Archangel of Thune? Yeah, I mean, stuff like this, that's more for my angel deck, I think, which we're about to get started on. I mean, it's not a bad deck. It just doesn't quite compare to like the other 5 or the other basic decks. Like, I'll play it real fast against like... I'll play it against like the basic red. Like, you would think, oh, white versus red, yeah, this should be a fucking... This should be in the bag, baby. It should be easy. It should be, you should be able to easily outclass him with your shit. So let's say white goes first. Plains, I get out Sword Warden. Red would see Soul Warden and go no, kill it. White would then be sad and go, okay. I'm going to play this, and I'm going to play Soul's Attendant. And then red would go to their next turn. I would chill. I'd get the Braid of Fire out. White would be like, yeah, I'm finally getting going. I'm going to play Soul Warden. I'm going to gain a health. Red would get out of land and then fucking hit this and say no and graveyard that, and then send him out on an adventure. So now he's in an adventure and I'm chilling. This would get its second counter. White would then be very unhappy, get out the fourth land. Authority of Councils. Aha, your creatures are going to enter the battlefield tapped. At the start of the turn, I would use my 2 that are already on deck. I'd throw out a Lightning Strike, killing the Soul's Attendant. Sorry, you're not gaining any more health. And then I would get out this. It's going to enter tapped. I'd put out a Braid of Fire. And the next turn, those are going to have 2 counters on them. Splendid Angel comes out. White's like, I'm looking good now. I'm feeling good. I'm going to do stuff. Red plays its 5th. 3, 4. Tap full 4, get out Sulfim. White deck's like, oh no, that's not good. Sulfim would come out tapped. I would have to play this. I'd have to enter it tapped. Well, maybe not. Destroy all non-land permanents at 8. I ain't surviving. Oh, true. Well, with 1 ring, though, is that modern legal? 1 ring would work for sure. I'd probably just have you enter tapped. You would enter tapped. I can't proc that thing, but I would swing for 3. Turn 6. This would have had another counter. This would have had another counter. And then I would fucking Electro Dominance. Throw that out for 4. Kill that. And then I would do this to hit for 5. I would try to hit for 5. White would counter, use Condemn. Let's see. Next turn. Johnny would finally come out. I would add the Pride Mate onto the board. I would play Risk Factor. I would not want him to draw cards. So I would take the 4 damage. That goes into the, I'm going to definitely bring that back in a second. That's going to get a counter. I now have basically like limitless mana to do what I want to do. I would tap those 2, play Dawn of Hope. Get that out of the field. Whenever you gain life, you may pay 2, draw a card. I'd add a loyalty counter. I'd pay 2. I'd draw a card off of that. He would gain a counter. He'd swing for 3. Fifth Mountain comes out. Things aren't looking good. Red would tap. Fiery Emancipation would come out. White deck is now on a clock before they die. Life to the number of creatures. Oh, and I would have been 2. I would gain 2 again. Add a loyalty counter. You're going to add a counter. Tap 2 to draw a card. I'd put out Soul Warden. I would pay 2 to draw a card. I haven't put a land out for a while, so I'd get out another planes here. Red's the next turn would come up. I'd get out a Soulfim. And then, oh my god. This would get another counter. This would get another counter. Bro, it's got triple into double. It's done. Like a lightning bolt is gonna do everything. 4, 5. I would add a loyalty counter to him. Heal for 3. You would actually get 2 counters. You would have got one from that. If you gain life, pay 2, you may draw a card. Draw a card. I didn't play a land yet, so I would do that. I'd probably just chill. Whenever a mountain enters the battlefield under your control, 5 other, it deals 3 damage to any target. I would straight up play my mountain, which would then deal 9 times 2, so 18. White deck would then shit their pants. Add another loyalty counter and go, this is not good. I would gain that. Actually, I would probably pay 2. I would have paid 2 to get out the other Dawn of Hope. I would have gained 1 life from that I forgot about. Since I gained life, I'll tap 4 mana to draw 2. I'd basically be fucking cooked. I would tap. Oh, I'd tap 2 to fucking play Griffin Eerie. Get that out, and then desperately be worried about my total health. Red would draw a Steamkin. I would graveyard the Steamkin. Replay Jumpstart. They're gonna obviously let me draw the cards. And then I play a mountain and it's game over. Like, it just, white just never, it never quite capitalizes, dude. I don't know, maybe white gain isn't the way to go for the modern deck. I mean, I rarely play this deck. So the whole purpose of like the basic modern decks is for like, if I have a buddy that's like, oh, I want to learn Magic, this looks cool. Like, okay, we're gonna play with these. These are more like startery decks, you know? You're gonna learn some new mechanics, kind of get things going. We'll take things from there. Like, oh, okay, that's cool. You know, nothing too aggressive or crazy or anything. What is the goal? Just making it a decent, modern, starter-friendly white deck. So I figured life gain. Let's try it again. It's the green deck. See if it gets shit pushed in. Elvish Mystic comes out. I would play that. Get a Soul Attendant out. Get another one out. I would get out that. Boom. You're gonna gain life. You're gonna get a counter. I'm gonna play a third one. Get Beast Whisperer out on the board. Green's just kind of chilling. White's just kind of chilling. I got 3 mana. I don't know about Chalice of Life at all. I don't know if that fits. 3 mana. I'd probably pay 2. I'd get the Griffinary on the board. On green's the next hand, I would tap, cultivate, library, forest tapped, and then another forest into hand, close and shuffle. On white's next hand, Castle Arvindale comes out, and then I would tap 4, get Exemplar of Light, which would be really good. Put a 1/1 counter on creature. Whenever you put a 1/1 counter on this creature, draw a card. That gets a counter. You get a counter. I gain a health. I draw a card. Cool. But that was only 1 health. You're now 4/4, so you'd swing. I would just let it happen. On the next turn, I would... with the gifts coming in. With the next turn, though, we would... Turn 5, put out another forest, tap 4. Wild Speaker comes out. I would untap 2 target lands to play 1, 2, 3, 4 to get out a second Beast Whisperer. Draw a card off of that. White would now be in weird situation. I would play that, gain a health. Play that, gain 2 health. Make a token. Gain 1, 2, 3 health. Whenever you gain life, 1/1 counter on a creature, add a counter, add a counter. That would actually kind of pop off. Exemplar of Light would be huge because I'm just throwing counters around. Add another counter, add a counter to that, add a counter to that, add a counter to that. I would get card draw from that. Tap 2 to get out Dawn of Hope. I think I need more Exemplars of Light. That seems like what this deck was missing. Green, for whatever reason, is drawing nothing but fucking forests. I think white might actually win this here. Yeah. Look at this. I think I go 4 Exemplars of Light. I go 4 Exemplars of Light. And I think I drop out the Chalice of Life. Just doesn't feel good. Drop out Chalice of Life. And I add in Sword Warden, Sword Intendant. Damn, Authority of Consuls. Maybe another Castle Arvindale? Let me just search for any creatures that are rare with gain life effects. In particular, I think my 3 curve is... Yeah, the only thing on my 3 curve is Resplendent Angels. So let's do something in like the 3 area. What would go good? Oh, she'd be kind of good. Linden, Steadfast Queen. Whenever white creature control attacks, you gain 1 life. Maybe that. That seems like it would be really solid. Yeah, I think Linden works really well with the idea of me making tokens. Fuck yeah. Let's go 2 Linden. We'll add 2 Linden in. Put 2 of her into the sideboard. And then I would need to... Need to move 1 card. Maybe 1 Dawn of Hope I mean, Dawn of Hope is my card draw, assuming I'm getting land, though. Maybe 1 Griffin Eyrie? Do I really need 3 Griffin Eyries? I think I don't know. Maybe I drop 1 Griffin Eyrie? Because that's going to give me more life gain, and this is going to give me more card draw. I think those are the 2 things this deck needed. We'll do that. That's good. Basic black, blue, green. I don't think got any changes, but the basic green deck already just kind of pops off. It throws out fucking Elder Gargaroth, and then you're just like, here comes an army. And then a Galter comes out, and aestheticism is like, Lamau, stop trying to attack me. Fucking Primeval Titan. Like, you're just ramping out everything you want. And then with the Beast Whisperer, you're getting a fuck ton of draw power, so that one's good. All right, let's see. Do I start Angels? Let me update. Where's it at? Where's it at? Exquisite Blood needs an update badly. So I know there's creatures that are doing the same shit that Exquisite and Sanguine Bond do. Let me format direct game. Show me all the cards. Creatures. Loses life, you gain that. Why does it not work? Where is it at? There's new ones. Whenever this creature attacks, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. That would work. Well, so the whole thing with this deck is supposed to be a Sanguine Bond deck. You know, very classic combo. You get Sanguine Bond, you get Exquisite Blood, you win. And so I was playing, we worked in Veto. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. That obviously works good. You know, Veto is just Sanguine Bond as a creature. But I know they added some stuff like Exquisite Blood, or Exquisite Blood and Sanguine Bond is usually the combo. So typically I was going Enlightened Tutor, which would search for an enchantment card, put it on the top of your library. But I know there's some creatures now that basically accomplish the same fucking thing. And so I'm thinking I can, like, lower that to, like, 2 of that. I can lower it to 2 of that. And then I can add those creatures into the deck. Like Sanguine Siphoner. I mean, it really, because getting the life gain to pop off is pretty easy. But there's, I'm trying to remember what it's called. Bloodthirsty Conqueror. Whenever opponent uses life, you gain that much life. Yeah, so that's just, that's literally, that's Exquisite Blood, but as a creature. During Tenacity, whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. If it dies, if it was a creature, return it to its battlefield as an enchantment. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. That's literally just, what the fuck, dude? That's just Sanguine Bond, but better. That's just Sanguine Bond, but if you kill it, it becomes an enchantment instead. So we can drop Sanguine Bond and completely and go Enduring Tenacity. There's a creature though too that does it, where it's like, I mean, that would work better than the enchantment fetch. There's a creature that's like, whenever you gain life, target opponent loses 1 life. I don't remember what it's called. It's like whenever you gain life. Remembrance? It's like a smaller creature. It's like a 2-drop. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. Yeah, so I could go Veto. Veto, Enduring, Bloodthirsty Conqueror. Marauding. I think that's the one I'm thinking of. I think that's who I'm thinking of. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, because whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. You get that out. And then, if Bloodthirsty Conqueror hits, it's over. Because that goes infinite. No, let me go, whenever an opponent loses life, you gain that much. Whenever an opponent, so yeah, Exquisite Blood loses life, you gain that much. So Bloodthirsty Conqueror does it. Exquisite Blood does it. Oh, Starscape Cleric, this one too. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. Yeah, he can do, because the thing is, I don't need to go infinite. Even 1 will go infinite. You know? Because that's going to do what Veto does. I mean, whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. Okay? All I need is 1 of them. I mean, even just 1. So Starscape Cleric would work. Exquisite Blood will work at 5. So there's Enduring Tenacity, Exquisite Blood, Bloodthirsty Conqueror. What was the older one? Exquisite Blood? Not Exquisite Blood. But the one I replaced. What was it called? What was the enchantment I removed? Let me see. Should be like a change log of shit that was recent history. Sanguine Bond. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses. Defiant Bloodlord does it. Veto is gain life. Okay. So whenever you gain life. So let's see. Triggers for gaining the life for the infinite would be Veto, Starscape, and Marauding. So that's 11 potential gain lives to go infinite. Oh no, Enduring Tenacity is also gain life. And then so we don't need gain life. We need lose life. we need lose life infinites. Like bloodthirsty. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. Opponent loses life. Whenever an opponent loses, you gain that much. Exquisite blood. Whenever an opponent loses, you gain that much. Sanguine bond. Whenever you gain, target opponent loses. Whenever you gain, each opponent loses. Whenever you gain. So it's really bloodthirsty and exquisite blood are the opponent loses, you gain. So I'd probably drop out Enlighted Tutor. Dark Ritual would stay for bloodthirsty and exquisite blood. Phyrexian Arena to get me some draw power. Veto. You do veto, but you're just cheaper. Do I want Souls of the Faultless? Whenever it's dealt damage, you gain that much life and player loses that much life. It's kind of an annoying defender, because if it comes out, people are like, I'm not fucking attacking. So it's good to, like, delay. But Nyx Fleece I like a lot, too. Just because it's a 2-drop 0/5, you gain 1 health. And then each opponent loses. I don't know if I want Souls of the Faultless anymore. I don't know. I think I would drop that and try to go infinite faster. I might drop some of the, I went heavy into enchantments, though. Like Recumbent Bliss and Pillory of the Sleepness to be like, haha! Now you can't attack, and I'm going to, you know, trigger my life gain off of you. But that might not fucking pay off as much as I'd hope. Blood Artist is only with stuff dying, though, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, so Blood Artist is, that's more for an Aristocrats deck. Let me see my curve. My curve's okay. I have a lot of fucking 3-drops, though. I have Blood Ritual. Where would I cut? So in terms of lose life, gain life, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sources of that. No, I think I would want more. I think I'd want 6. The other side, I have 1, 2, 3, 7, 11. So I have 11. Aren't you that too? Yeah. I think the problem is I think I need the Exquisite Bloods back. Because that'll give me 8 instances where losing life will go alternate. And then over here, I have, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 11. No, that's for, I don't want that. That's for the other thing. I'm gonna drop the Bliss and Pillory, I think. You go down to 3 Pillory. Let's see how it will play. My mana curve's okay. I think it's just those 12 that I need to add. You see the full history. So I dropped Exquisite Blood, dropped Sanguine Bond, and Souls the Faultless. I added a Conqueror, Enduring. I added Marauding, Starscape. Bloodthirsty, Enduring, Marauding, Starscape. Yeah, so it's just those. 1, 2. Yeah, those 16 cards I think are all I need. I don't even know if I need the white mana, bro. I mean, I guess Nyx Fleece is in there. This is almost just pure black with the exception of Nyx Fleece and Pillory. This would probably go a lot better if I just dropped white out and made it just black life gain. Because I have Nyx Fleece for some healing shit. Pillory. Is that it, bro? Is that really it? Maybe I just make this fucking mono black. Because if I'm not running dual mana, this would be so much easier. No, Tom, listen, what you are describing is known as the Aristocrats deck. I have that. That's not what we're doing here. That's a different deck. Look. Where's it at? Where the fuck's it at? Where's my Aristocrats at? I don't see them. Did I get rid of Aristocrats? It's a whole that's a completely different deck though. I had one. I don't know if I have it anymore because I stopped playing it. But typically it's done. Yeah, like you would run. Judith is a good example. You'd run Judith in there. You'd run Judith. You'd run the Blood Artist. You run Aristocrat, and the idea is shit just keeps dying, and you pop off. Yeah, I think Mono Black is going to be better. I can remove Nyx Fleece. I can remove Pillory. And then I can not worry about dual landing shit. And I can just ramp this better. Let me go to like my other mono blacks. Even my basic black deck would probably have better mana for this. I liked it because it was, I don't know though, man. I liked it because it was a white-black deck. But white-black infinite health gain. It's easier to just go mono black here. Because yeah, I could do Sorin on turn 3 and drop out Bloodthirsty. Vampire, Vampire, Vampire. Which Sorin is it? Is it just Sorin Markov? No. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting too far away from what this deck was, though, and turning it into... I don't fucking know, man. I feel like I'm so torn. Because I like the idea of it. Like, what used to make it funny is I'd control shit through a ton of enchantment. The enchantments made it to where you couldn't fucking do much. And then eventually the infinite popped off. And this would just be like bum rushing down the infinite. And being like, there we go, I win, infinite combo. Maybe I don't even want this deck. Maybe infinite decks are just not, I don't know. They're definitely not fun to play against. Like, I fucking hate playing against infinite decks. And the thing is, I already have a vampire deck. So, does it make sense to just turn this into... Let me just look through some cards. Let me look through some cards. I don't know. Maybe this deck just needs a full rework. Because right now it's not what it was at all. Right now it's just I bum rush down the infinite combo and I call it a day. Like I would slot in some removal here and that would basically be it. It would be a whole new deck. I haven't even started on Angels yet. We were reworking my Exquisite Blood deck into... Yeah. Skeleton Shell. I don't even see that. What is it? Skeleton. Well, see, the thing is I have vampires already. And I don't want to turn Exquisite Blood into just a different flavor of vampires. Because then it's just, hey, I'm vampires, but I also go infinite. I think what made it fun at least was the life gain on the white, but it's not that anymore. So I was running like Death Grasp and Morning Thrall and all that. And then I was like, hey, it's good. It's done. Then we like tweaked it a bunch. Like if I remove all that stuff, it's not even the same deck. I think I still want it to be the same deck. Oh, fuck. I think I fucked it up. Yeah, I did. I wish there was an easier way to, like, redo this. Hang on, let me see. Here, we need to add back, add back. Wait, where? I think it's moving. Okay, I think I see what it's doing. It's moving as I do it. So I started with the Nyx Fleece Ram. And then it was a Nyx Fleece Ram. Then it was this one. Yeah, now it's working how I wanted. Okay. We're just undoing all the changes. I want to keep it as black-white, even if that's less than ideal for the Infinite. Okay, now I can tweak it easier. Shadowy, Scrublands, Scoured Barrens, on Plains. Nykthos is out. Alright. So now it's close to back to what it was. During Tenacity would be 3. Veto, I could probably get by with a 2. I like my Pillory. Sets end up being that way. I mean, the thing is, it's just, it was fun. I want to splash more white in here. I mean, Cliffhaven Vampire would work. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. The thing is, he does the same thing that Starscape and Blight Priest are doing, except he is doing it as a 4-drop. Maybe I do make it a vampire deck, but I dedicate it to white black with the Infinite as a condition. Cling. Night, Vein, Patron. Lenda is fun, but I would need to go heavy tokens for that. And the only thing that Dark Ritual is really going to be good for is cheating out Exquisite Blood. Vampire. Vampire. Last Cast Heart. Whenever one or more vampires you control attack, create a blood token. Pay 1 life to create a baby. Sacrifice it and 13 blood tokens. Each opponent loses 13 life and you gain 13 life. I kind of like it. That has some flavor. And I could do that and work in what's her name? Where'd she go? Lenda. Blood Tribute would be kind of fun to mess with. The Knights. Alley, Ascend. Twilight Prophet. Blood Witch. Protection from white. Each opponent loses life equal. I would need to go full vamp. You know what? Better yet, let me just play it. Let me just play it against something, and we'll play it as it is against my basic decks and see how it does. Because this doesn't need to be like some god tier deck. It just needs to. Just a fun deck that I want to mess with. All right, let's see how it would work. Tails goes first. So black, drop out of Thoughtseize. I would look at his hand and I'd probably make you get rid of that. Then you would be a sad boy, enters the battlefield tapped, I gain 1 life. Oh, black's next turn, I'd get out a second one. I'd chill. Over here, I would get out of planes, tap, play the ram. Get out a third swamp. Not really worried about that. Ram. Well, would I? I'd probably do it. Why not? Bah. Over here, I would, yeah, because you're going to tap. Gain 1 life. You're coming in slow, Scoured Barrens. Would tap. I'd get the Starscape Clear Cup. This will enter the battlefield tapped. I would gain a health. They would lose a health. Black would then that. All I have are my fucking persists and my zombify. I need something that can get something into the graveyard. I would pay that. Exquisite Blood would come out. Whenever opponent loses life, you gain that much. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1. I'd attack and game over. So turn 4, game over. Right, again, you go first. Play the swamp. Over here, you would play a swamp. Oh, no. Stop doing that, bro. No, stop. Tap it. Thoughtseize. I would look at this hand and... knowing you have a dark ritual, I would probably actually get that. I'd probably remove that. Next turn... enter the battlefield tapped. You surveil 1. I see Starscapes coming up. I would say yes, that's good. Over here, go for the throat. Tap, do another Thoughtseize. And look at your hand. I'd probably remove your potential draw power out of your hand. Next turn, Isolated Chapel. Get out Nyx Fleece Ram. Maybe I don't want Nyx Fleece, but I want a 1-drop. Over on this side. Get out Cabal Coffers. Go for the throat. Kill that, because fuck you, why not? Veto comes out. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much. I would destroy target creature again. No, you don't get to play. That would have come out tapped. From here... I'll get this one out. Blackwood. Get out a... oh no, I can't put out an Urgboth because I already have one. Wouldn't be able to do anything. This would play 2, get that out, attack win. This deck needs some quick adjustments. I need more shit that's gonna put creatures into the graveyard, and less that's gonna bring them back, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3. Return target non-legendary. Search for non-legendary. Put that card into your graveyard. When he enters, search your library for a card, put it in your graveyard, and shuffle. What's the recent history on this? Added Valagoths. Violent Tumor, I removed one. Search your library for a card, put it into your graveyard, shuffle. Non-legendary card. Put that card into your... that's a return. 3 return. Search your library for non-legendary card, put it into your graveyard, and then shuffle. Search your library for a card. I would need an extra Violent Tumor. What was the full history? 3 days ago, I added Valagoths. I removed Unmarked. I removed a Zombify. I then removed 1 Valagoth. I added Valagoth back in. I removed a Violent Tumor. I added Valagoth. So I removed him 3 days ago and I added him back in. Okay. I would need Violent Tumor. And then I would need 1, 2, 3, 1 less Persist. Yeah, that's what I want. I mean, it seems like it's going off pretty fast. I'll probably just get those 12 cards and call it a day. Because it does force you to deal with a lot of annoying shit. Taiga over here. Play a swap. Next turn over here, I would World Tree enters the battlefield tapped. Fine. And then I'd end turn. Game with evil for black deck. Hang on. I'll look in a second. I don't want it to really enter tapped. I'd enter you, tap 2, get out the ram. Top 4 cards from among your library, land card, put it into your hand. It's going to enter tapped. This will come out. Feature can't block. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. Turn 2 here. Tap, get Birthing Pod out. Next turn over here. Bloodthirsty coming up. And tap all 4 to get Enduring out. Oh, hang on. First, beginning of your upkeep, gain 1 life. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses 1 life, so he'd hit that. Target opponent loses, or whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. So the combo is setting up. I would tap 1 to sacrifice you. And search my mana for a 4-drop. Who would come out as a 4-drop? Ask. Eldred would come out. Alright. And then I'd also tap 3 to get the Phyrexian Fox out. I'd play my other tree tapped. Boom. Bloodthirsty would come out. And then it's game. If this swings, it's over. Yeah, I think that's fine. It's still pulling off turn 3 wins or turn 5 wins. It's not as insanely aggressive as it could be, but I don't know. I think adding the white adds some flavor to it. I'll keep that. All right. Give me a second here before I get started on the angel deck, which I do want to do. Let me go check on the kids because I might need to wrap up and help get them to bed. And we all know I start building decks and it's like an hour disappears. Alright, well, it looks like that choice was made for me. I've been told I need to come play sword fights. Wife sent him up here and said, go bother your father while I get your sister to sleep. So, what are you doing? I'm gonna go mess around with him for a bit. We will have to save the angel deck for a different day, but we will, maybe tomorrow. I don't know what the plan is. I'll see y'all later.